What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my new cooking channel, Cooking with Me, DC. A lot of people didn't ask me to put together a cooking channel. People taste my cooking, they taste my recipes, they try my recipes. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and give what the people been asking for, and I'm gonna put together a cooking channel. Today's recipe is something very simple, very easy, not a lot of ingredients. A lot of y'all tried it at home, and that's crab cakes. Very simple to make, very quick, doesn't take a lot of effort. Follow the recipe, follow the ingredients, can't go wrong. So as y'all see here, these are my ingredients. We got Dijon mustard, lemon juice, W sauce, mayonnaise, Old Bay seasoning, breadcrumbs, parsley. Now, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need 2 types of spatulas. You're gonna need a whisk, 1 egg, 2 bowls. Now I'm using 2 different types of crab meat. I got lump crab meat and I got regular crab meat. Lump crab meat is very expensive depending on where you at. Here in the DMV area, we find lump crab meat at almost every grocery store. You can go to any fish market and find lump crab meat, but it's very expensive, especially if you get the jumbo crab meat. So when you're mixing it up, you want to be very careful with it because you don't want to break it up. The key to having a great crab cake is to have chunks of crab meat. You don't want to mash it up and make it real mushy. You're also going to need 1 egg. So I'm going to leave the amount of each ingredient in the description, and let's go ahead and get this thing mixed up. And see, as you can see, I have all my wet ingredients mixed in here. The Dijon mustard, mayonnaise, the W sauce, lemon juice, and I forgot 1 ingredient I didn't show y'all before, and that's hot sauce. And we're just gonna whisk this up. Add the Old Bay seasoning at this time. Like I said, I'm gonna have the list of measurements for all of these ingredients. Alright, that's about it. You want to taste it before you put the egg in. Make sure it's to your liking. You're going to add the egg. You add the egg and you mix that up. Make sure that the egg is all mixed up. The key to the egg is to hold it together. Done with the whisk, because now I'm about to put the crab meat in here. And like I said, you don't want to break up this crab meat. You want to keep it nice and chunky. You already got regular crab meat in here. That one is pretty much broken down. But that lump crab meat, you want to keep that nice and chunky. Now that I added my crab meat, I'm about to add some breadcrumbs. You do this a little at a time until you get it to your liking. You don't want to add too much breadcrumbs. And you just want to fold it. You're not going to stir it. You're not going to mix it up. You're going to fold it. That way you don't break up the crab meat. You just want to keep folding it. And if it's a little too wet, you can add more breadcrumbs. This time you can add your parsley flakes. Me, I got dry parsley. I don't have any fresh ones on hand, but you can definitely use fresh parsley. I normally do, but I didn't have none on hand, so I'm using parsley flakes. Add a little bit more breadcrumbs, not a lot, just a little bit. It's a little too wet for me. That's about it. I should be good with the breadcrumbs now. As you can see, you still see the crab meat in there. It's not broken up. And that's what you want to see. You want to see chunks of crab meat when you're making these cakes. And that's about good right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. You want it to come together and it holds a lot better once it's cold. Okay, now let's go ahead and make these patties. It's been in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. It's nice and firm now. Depending on how big you want your crab cakes. Me personally, I don't like them real big. I like them nice and sandwich size. My wife sometimes she likes to put bread, toast some bread and make a sandwich out of them. And you can eat them as a regular crab cake, or you can eat them as a crab cake sandwich, or a slider. However you want it. You can make it small enough to be a slider, like that. That's roughly around the size I like them. And with this amount, this is like 1.5 pounds of crab meat and lump crab. So it's like 12 ounces of lump crab, 12 ounces of regular crab meat, which is roughly 1.5 pounds. Then you add all of the other ingredients. This is gonna make probably somewhere around, probably about 8 crab cakes. Like I said, depending on the size of the crab cakes you make. I'm gonna go ahead and put these together, and I'm gonna bring you back when I'm done making these crab cakes. Cook these crab cakes up. See how the finished product is. Crab cakes, y'all. Well, I'm done. As you can see, it made 8 crab cakes, like I said. And normally I would have a cookie sheet that I would put these on, but I just went ahead and just grabbed some paper plates and just put them on the paper plates. Now the next thing you want to do is get your pan preheated. Get it nice and hot. I'm going to put a little bit in it. This is a non-stick pan, so I don't need a lot of olive oil. That's about it. Patties at a time in this. I'm not going to overcrowd the pan. I don't want these breaking apart. I want to have enough room to move them on. I got my heat on medium high. You don't want to put it on too low. Not cooking fast enough. You want to to get that nice crisp outside. That's the key to cooking it. You want the outside to be nice and crispy. Adjust my heat a little bit. Alright y'all, I'm back. I went ahead and just flipped them. And that's what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see that nice golden brown crust on the outside of your crab cake. Like I said, you want to let it sit there and do its job. You don't want to mess with it too much. You want to let it get nice and crispy. Let it cook on the inside. You don't want to cook it too high because the inside is not going to get cooked. The outside will be nice and cooked. The inside will be mushy. So you want to cook the inside as well as the outside. That's why you want to make sure you don't have that heat too high. Like I said, I got it on medium high. I punch it down just a little bit. But still, it's on medium high, but you want to make sure you cook that crab cake nice and complete. And here goes the finished product. As like I said, you want to get that nice crust on top of the crab cakes. Nice crusty crust. And let's go ahead and dig in and see how these crab cakes turned out. Oh, forgot the sauce. Let me get the sauce. That's that crab cake. Nice and crusty on the outside, cooked all the way through. Y'all gotta make sure y'all make that sauce. But this the crab cake. It's your boy D Free. Drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me how you like this video. Give me some suggestions of different recipes y'all might want me to make. I'll get back with y'all with the next video.